Gerhard, nice to meet you in person finally.
Appreciate it.
So how's Dubai life? How long have you been here for?
I was living here for 2 years. Then I moved back to South Africa in Cape Town. I was there for a year. And then, yeah, I've been back for a month. So I'm basically brand new again.
So you're going to be staying out here for foreseeable or?
Yeah, I have no plans to move back to South Africa soon, at least, in the foreseeable future. It's just Dubai's good, bro. Like, honestly, if you want to grow, this is the place to be.
Yeah. Just feeling inspired.
The thing is, if you're around 5 millionaires, you're going to become the fifth. If you're around 5 positive people, you're going to become the fifth. If you're around 5 people breaking you down, you're going to become the fifth. So that's all it's about. Like, spend your time with winners, you're going to become a winner.
That's saying you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with.
You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with, 100%.
Yeah, awesome, man, awesome. Well, look, you've got a pretty inspiring story, which I really want to hear. And you've had 1,000 transformations, which is just incredible, mate. Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
I just want to know more about what happened when you first became a fitness coach. How did that come to be? What's the story behind it?
Wow, we're going to deep dive into things now. So, yeah, a little bit of a backstory. I was overweight for 21 years, lost nearly 40 kilograms. And the thing is, like, what brought me to become a coach today is, with me being overweight, I had no confidence. I didn't feel good about myself. You know, people making the low-key jokes and things about, like, yeah, you're going to be eating all of the food and things like that. So if you think about it, like, those things break you down and they don't make you feel good. So at the end of the day, what happened is I had a girlfriend and we broke up. And actually, like, that was sort of like the needle in the haystack that grew all of this. And then I got into shape. I lost nearly 40 kilograms. I got into shape. And through what I've learned throughout the years, I apply that into my coaching and I help people do the same. You know, like, what I try to teach my clients is, you know, you can do less and achieve more. You can work smart and not hard. Some people, they have this misconception you need to be working out 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. You need to be eating only chicken and broccoli and things. But that's not balance. That's restriction. That is like overworking yourself and you are going to drain out. So that is what I try and teach my people. So at the end of the day, I teach what I did myself and I apply that into my coaching today.
Outstanding. So that was the trigger point, was it, when it was a breakup? And so was there any fitness before that you were doing? Or?
I used to race motocross.
Right.
I used to race motocross professionally in South Africa. Broke my arm. And from that injury, I couldn't get back, obviously, because it's like it's one of those injuries like you can't get back. Yeah. And then from there, I started to find something new. I needed a new hobby, you know. Motocross wasn't that for me anymore. Then I got into the gym, and funny enough, I got into shape really quick. And then I was just like, you know, like, I'm getting like a healthy obsession with looking better, with feeling better. I've never felt this confidence, people complimenting me and things like that. So that was inspiring, to be honest. And at the end of the day, it felt good. And then COVID hit. Funny enough, after COVID, my plan, well, I didn't know COVID was going to happen.
Yeah.
But my plan was that I was going to be working for my dad. But when COVID hit, people started asking me, like, listen, G, don't you, like, I need your back workout. You know, the normal thing, like, I'm sitting at home, I'm getting belly fat, things like that. Like, don't you have something to help me out? And it was like a little light bulb in my head. I was like, okay, like, cool. Yeah, I'll write you something. Like, I'm not a professional or anything like that, but I can write you something. I'm sure it'll help, like a little 30-minute home workout 3 times a week, something like that. And from there, sort of like that light bulb that lit, it was like, you know, I could actually make something out of this. You know, maybe just like extra $100 or $200. You know, like, it won't hurt. And funny enough, it picked up really quickly. Before I knew it, I was sitting with like 30, 40 clients. You know.
So what were you doing before being a fitness coach?
I was studying sports science. Not to do it, just for myself, just to know my own body. Because remember, that was the time I got into the fitness. You know, I started training, things like that. You know, with my parents, they were like, no, you need something on your name. You need to have some sort of degree or something. And I was like, okay, well, if there's something I want to be doing, this is it. I'm going to be working for my dad anyways. My dad's into plant hire, earth moving, things like that. And I really thought that was my end game. That was where I was going to end up, take over businesses, things like that. But yeah, COVID hit. And that is where the little light bulb went up.
That was the trigger point of
Yeah,
becoming that
and
fitness coach.
it was right after my breakup. So it was like two things at the same time. I'm like, listen, I got into shape really quickly. I'm looking good. So I'm going to make something
Were
out
you
of this.
documenting that journey as well? Or was it, so
mean,
obviously you're at 20K following right now. And at the time, were you just documenting it naturally, or was it just something you did later?
At the time, I think I had like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 followers. So I wasn't really like a brand or anything like that.
Yeah.
I was literally just someone posting things because it looked cool. You know, I wasn't using Instagram to its full capacity, you know, to its ability. So I wasn't really documenting it. I had like a few pictures and things like that, but, you know, I wasn't documenting any of that.
Okay. So when did you actually become that fitness coach then? Or online fitness coach, I should say.
2020, the end of 2020.
2020.
That was where it all kicked off. And then I would say in 2021, mid-2021, that is when I really started seeing like, listen, I'm not going to be working a 9 to 5. Like, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm making enough money to survive for this. Why would I be working for someone if I could work for myself? Yeah. I'm a leader. I'm not a follower, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you're 20,000 followers, I can see, and you're creating great content right now. What do you say is the key ingredients in growing a brand online organically and authentically?
I would say people buy into people, right? So they buy into you, like who you are, what you've been through, where you are going, things like that. They follow that. So if you can get your own story out there, you need to put that out there because there are people that are going to relate to that. And they are going to buy into you. Not into your program, but into you, into where you are going and things like that. They're going to keep following you. They're going to want to see, like, think about it as this. You are in a movie and you are the main character. So what story are you putting out there? I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you just need to be authentic. Just be yourself. Like, just get out there. That was something I really struggled with in the beginning. Like, I didn't get out there. I was like in my box. I was hiding and things like that. But at the end of the day, just go for it. Like, you wouldn't know if you don't try. Am I right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think you have to be yourself online. Otherwise, you know, what is the point? You know, what you won't find that purpose otherwise, right? If you're not yourself and you're trying to be somebody different, then it's not going to feel authentic, and it's not long-term success. And that was my next question. What would you say is that key ingredient for long-term success and really knowing your brand?
Exactly. And that is the thing, like you just said, like, you can't be faking it. You have to be yourself, because at the end of the day, it's your story. What are you going to put out there? Like, your brand, like your values, like what inspires you? What do you believe in? Like, if I have to put it into a thing, like, do you believe in like eating clean 7 days a week, or do you believe in having a balance? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you have to put your own story out there. You have to write your own story. You can't be following somebody else's life and try and be somebody else, because you are yourself. Like, you could actually inspire so many people just by being yourself.
Yeah. How has your content strategy transitioned over the last couple of years?
I would say it really went from posting anything that I thought looked cool, whether it's a picture of my dog or a picture of me literally walking down the road or something like that, to actually, like, you know, everything I post, there's a story behind it. Like, why am I posting this? I'm posting this to show you, like, listen, I'm walking on the beach without a shirt on because I've got confidence. Why? Because I didn't have confidence before. I built myself up to have that confidence. You know, so everything has a reason behind it. You know, so that is the story about, like, you have to post for the purpose. Like, I am a creator. That is what I do. So I'm not a consumer. I post to get things out there, to show people, listen, this is my life. This is my journey. This is my story. So,
and transitioning to today, you can see that your content is professional and it's well edited. Do you do that yourself, or do you have a videographer?
I don't. I actually have a team behind me doing all of that. So I've got an editor, I've got a videographer, all of those things.
And how important is that?
Wow. I would say team is the most important thing in your business. Like, you can only grow that much as an individual, but when you have a team behind you, remember, think about it at the end of the day. Look at all of the biggest names in the world, Mark Zuckerberg, all of those guys. Do you think he created that by himself? No, he's got a team behind him, people doing all of the things in the back end to get him to be up there. He's just managing all of it. He's making sure, listen, we are doing the things that needs to be done. Now, the same with me. If you're a coach, your role should be the coach. If you are a guy creating content, you need a guy that does the content for you, the scripting, all of that.
Do you still come up with the ideas yourself, or does somebody else do that for you as well?
So I come up with the ideas myself, and then I sit with my videographer, and then we script it together and plan everything out.
And
together.
you do that, do you plan ahead weekly, monthly?
Weekly,
Okay.
definitely weekly.
So you have a system in place,
I do have a system in place.
and you are basically just showing up, and the cameraman's doing his thing, and then doing the editing on the back end.
Pretty much.
And that was going to be a follow-up question to how important is it, or I guess, how are you managing, creating content as well as managing your customers? I think we're sort of transitioning into...
Yeah. So the thing is, think about it at the end of the day. If you are just creating content every single day, there's no time to do the rest. So you need to take something, you need to get people to help you, to take some time away for yourself so that you can focus on what's important. For me, what's important is the coaching and the content, because that is how I help people. So if I don't have time to coach people, I'm just going to be spending all of my time creating content, doing all of those things, where now I have people helping me with that. So I can focus on what's important for me, showing up for my clients and doing the content.
And how often do you post?
Every single day.
Every single day.
Once or twice a day.
Do you have a strategy around reels or posts or carousels?
So as the algorithm changes every single month or week, I'm not actually exactly sure how much it changes. But the thing is, I try and post a reel every day and 1 to 2 carousels a week. But I have been hearing that the algorithm is pushing carousels a bit more. They don't really want the reel so much.
Do you sit down with your team or yourself to analyze the content and see what's actually working and then double down on that type of content?
So I sit down with myself and look at that. And then once a week, I have a call with my team. Or I meet them in person, depending where they are in the world at the moment. And then we have a sit down and we see, okay, so we've been seeing this has been working for the past week. So let's try this in this week. This is working, this is not working. So at the end of the day, it's all about awareness, right? You want to get... If you want to help 1,000 people, like you said, I've had 1,000 transformations before. Thing is, how do you think I got those 1,000 transformations? You can't help people that don't know you exist. So at the end of the day, it's all about attention. Good attention, obviously, because you want to get your journey out there. You want to get your transformations, your story out there. So it's all about attention.
You talk about attention, awareness first. And then I guess the next part of the equation is the engagement side of it. So when we look at story posts and in your DMs, how do you manage that? So how often would you say that you post in your stories, and what is your story strategy? We like to talk about your story is like the behind the scenes of what you're up to, right? It's the authenticity side of it, the real authenticity side of it. So how often you post in your stories?
So I try and post at least 3 to 4 stories a day. It would literally be of my day. So for instance, on my story right now is a video of me in the gym. It's a video of me eating burgers, because I am a coach, fortunately, that teaches balance. So I teach you how to live, and I show off my lifestyle. I show you, listen, I am eating these things. I am maintaining my body while eating these things. So I try and post at least 3 to 4 stories a day. And the story is obviously about my day, how I live. Remember, I told you at the end of the day, you have to get out there. You have to be authentic. You have to show your lifestyle. So that is what I try and show every day.
And your call to actions in stories and in your reels are taking your audience to the DMs to start those conversations?
Yeah, because obviously if they comment or if they click on my polls or things like that, obviously they're raising a hand. They're like, listen, Gigi, help. I need help with this, yes.
And is that you reaching out directly, or is that somebody else?
I actually have an appointment setter in my DMs as well, helping me out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I won't have time to do what's important for me right now is coaching and the content.
Yes.
Can't be a CEO if your systems aren't in place.
Yeah. And how important is it for somebody like your appointment set to know your brand as well?
Oh, wow. No, if he doesn't know my brand, how can he reach out to people on my behalf? He has to know the pain points and things like that, people struggles and things like that. He can't be, for instance, I'm in the fat loss. So he can't be talking there about people trying to gain muscle. I mean, that is something I can help you with as well. The thing is, my main thing is I want you to lose the fat, like me, almost losing 40 kgs, to get into shape, to get confident, to walk around on the beach eating an ice cream and not feeling guilty about it. He needs to know those brand values. He needs to know what that stands for.
And anybody who starts as an appointment setter, I guess, do they go through an induction and get to really understand your values and what you stand for?
I'd say about 4 to 6 weeks of training every single day. He has to understand everything, how everything works, all of those things.
Amazing. Okay, well, let's talk about your offer. High Ticket is your flagship program right now. Let's break down what is the High Ticket offer that you're offering your customers. How much do you charge, and what's included?
Okay, so basically I've actually got 3 offers at the moment. So I've got my VIP program, which is obviously, that is the Rolls Royce. Like, you don't get better than that. That is like, I check in with you daily. We've got weekly check-ins. We change the program on a weekly basis. That's literally like, you can't get better than that because I'm holding your hand every single day. Then I've got a mid offer, which is the exact same thing. It's just through my coach. I've got a coach under me as well. Then he does exactly the same thing. The difference is just, it's not me, it's him. Because remember, at the end of the day, when you get all of those accountability and all of that time into you, I can't be helping 1,000 people at the same time. I'm a human being. I'm not ChatGPT. I'm not AI, at least. So I can't be helping everyone. So then I'll never push someone away unless if I really feel you are not a fit and you're not ready to commit to something. And then obviously with my coaches program, it's the exact same thing. And then obviously, because of all the accountability and all of the time and things coming into that, it is not the cheapest program out there. But like I just told you, I can't throw somebody away. So if you really can't go for that, then I have my low ticket where I put you on my app. So that is my lower ticket option, and that is very affordable.
And how do you segment both programs? How do you segment high ticket and low ticket in terms of accountability?
So low ticket is, I give you the map. I give you the GPS, the blueprint. It's up to you whether you follow it or not. We do a monthly check-in, obviously, just to keep on seeing progress on a 4-week basis. But the thing is, with my higher ticket program, that is where I'm onto you daily. Like, I'm there every single day. Remember, at the end of the day, some people, they need somebody holding their hand. You need somebody to be just like, listen, I'm there for you. Think about it when you grew up. If your mom didn't nag you to brush your teeth, today all of your teeth will be rotten. I'm your mom telling you to brush your teeth every day. And that makes all of the difference. Honestly, that makes 90% of the difference.
So you find the customers that go for mid-ticket, high-ticket, they're the ones that need that real accountability.
100%.
Like, I need to be told exactly what to do, where the low-ticket is probably somebody who's maybe a bit more experienced, but also more from an affordability perspective. But I guess you get a lot from low-ticket that may try it out and then end up coming to your high-ticket program as well.
I would say with some people sitting on the edge of, they're like, I'm not sure, do I want the high ticket or the low ticket? I would start them off on the low, obviously. And then I would always tell them, like, after a month, if you feel like you need a bit more, you need a bit more push. Because the thing is, my high ticket program, that is for if you want to lose, say, 30, 40 kilos in a certain amount of time, that will get you there.
Yeah.
Where with the low, it's great to get you started, but sometimes you just need that little bit of extra bite. So...
And talk to me about the system. So we're taking your audience to DMs, or there's a call to action in your story, maybe to a lead form. What happens? How do you segment your leads? How do you take people to low ticket and high ticket?
So with every single person that inquires into my coaching, we do a consultation call.
Every single person?
Every single person.
Okay.
So that is where I see exactly where you are at the moment, where you want to be, and how I could possibly get you there, whether it's with my low ticket program or my high ticket program. Remember, I'm not going to put you on my high ticket if I feel that you're fit for my low ticket. If I feel like, listen, you really have what it takes to do this on your own, you don't need that extra accountability, I'm going to put you on my low. And then from there, I put them on the app. Whereas with a high ticket, if I feel you're fit for the high ticket, you won't be doing this by yourself, then obviously there's a system. Then after the call, we onboard you and put you onto a separate system for the high ticket program.
So somebody from your audience, they're going to fill out the lead form. Is it a case that they have the choice to book onto a call, or is it a case of one of you guys reaching out, or maybe in the DMs?
It's my DM setter obviously reaching out to you. Sometimes I would jump in there as well, and just like if I see there's something really personal that they need some advice on, then obviously I am still the coach. I would give you that advice. But yeah, so basically my setter would see, okay, cool. So this guy is interested. He really feels he needs to lose 30 kgs by his wedding in 8 months. Then, okay, best way to do this, I need to talk to you in person. I need to see
Specific goals.
what have you been trying that's not working. I need to get the solution for you. I mean, like, the best way to do it is to talk to you one-to-one, like we are talking right now, because that is the best way to understand what you've been through and how I can best help you.
Absolutely. And what other qualification questions do you ask?
So I ask you, obviously, like what your real goal is. Like at the end of, say, 6 months, like what is your goal? What is it? Is it energy, your hormones? Do you just need to lose some weight because you need some more confidence? What's it all about? And then obviously I look at like, what have you tried? What have you tried that hasn't been working? Have you been working with other coaches that maybe just didn't give you that accountability that you needed? Like usually it comes down to accountability. 90% of the people I talk to, the real reason that they didn't make progress isn't because the program didn't work, isn't because the coach didn't give a program that works. It's because like they felt like the weekend came.
Yeah.
I had a pizza, I had a few beers, and I just
it's
fell
either
off.
they've had a coach that didn't work out, or it's a case of they've never been held accountable.
True. So it's actually more about like, listen, I need to be held accountable. I need someone to show up for me so that I don't fall off.
And what would you say is the biggest objection you would get if somebody doesn't go ahead?
I would say it's between price and partners. That is what I would say.
Would you say fear as well?
I think
Fear of failure?
definitely fear as well, because they've tried things before. So definitely a thing. So I would say it comes down to trust as well. Like, how can they trust me? Like, I know they see the testimonials and they see the people changing their lives, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's fear. Like, but I've tried that.
And once they've signed up to the mid or high ticket programs, what's the first thing they're gonna see when they start?
They're going to see my WhatsApp message pop up. And then I would send them their program, obviously with a questionnaire that they filled out. I'll send them their program. And then obviously on a daily basis, I would reach out to them, make sure that they are hyped up for the day, inspired, ready to go into the day with a positive mindset, things like that. Just so that they stay positive. Remember, if I can put them in the positive mindset to start the day, they are going to crush it. Like if you wake up to a message like from a coach like, hey Sam, let's get those steps today. You can do this, believe in yourself. Like you're gonna feel like, wow, this guy, he's really like believing in me for this. Like I need to prove to him I can do it.
Yeah, I think we do see in the fitness industry a lot of high ticket programs where they maybe not get the support that they expected, and I think to hear that is amazing, because that's exactly what they bought, isn't it?
Yeah,
They want
yeah.
that accountability, they want that motivation, because they aspire to looking at you as the coach.
Exactly. And they need that one-to-one, you know, like people, they like physical interaction. They like to hear your voice. They like to see you. They like to hear from you and things like that. That just keeps them that bit more accountable. So I think that's a really big thing. But I would say definitely that, and also what made a big difference is the weekly check-ins. Like if I look at your program and I look at your stats every week in, I mean, obviously there are things into mind like hormones and things like that. But if I feel like, listen, we didn't make enough progress this week, there's some changes going to come. I mean, like at the end of the day, we have targets to hit. So how do you get those targets? Small wins every single week.
Yeah. And going back to low ticket, so let's say somebody's been on that call. So you've qualified them and you've said, right, I feel like the self-accountability program, the affordable program where I'm going to give you the tools to help you reach your goals. That happens after the call. Are there any other strategies? Do you do like click to call to actions in your story, or just do you do sales in the DMs directly?
I always do call to actions, whether it's in my reels, in my captions, or in my stories. I always do a call to action because there's always at least somebody that needs the help, somebody that sees something and they're like, listen, this might just be the sign I've been looking for.
Do you sometimes do a direct click to purchase to that program, or is it always going to a qualification?
No,
process?
It's always into a qualification process.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
always going to a qualification process.
Okay, so it's basically your low ticket right now is a complete downsell program.
Yeah, 100%.
Got you, got you. So what would you say, what's the next phase now of your low ticket? And have you incorporated community inside of your program?
So I do. So I've got this amazing system, which you know about, Macroactive. It's like a great system. Takes a lot of my time, saves a lot of my time because it's so easy to write programs on there, and there's a community on the app and things like that. So if anybody needs to talk to me or with my team, I've got a support team on there as well, 24/7 available. So if you have any questions, any replacements of meals or anything like that, you can do that through the support team on the app. So it's really good to have that as well. So it's not like you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. You just need to reach out if you need an extra hand.
Yeah, yeah. And how important is it for you to have your very own branded platform?
No, that's really important because the thing is, like, people see my Instagram, they see my stories, they look at my app, they look at my platform, all of those things. Like, they need to see me in that. You know, like, otherwise there's nothing that relates to me in there. Like, they need to see, like, this is Gigi, this is him.
Yeah, got you. How else would you say Macroactive's enabled you to scale your business?
Oh, 100%. The thing with Macroactive is, like, I could help hundreds, thousands of people at the same time. I don't, unfortunately, but the thing is they give me that power. Because of all the time I save and things like that, it is possible to be helping thousands of people at the same time, just how easy the platform makes it for me.
Awesome. And what's your most favorite feature inside your own platform?
I would 100% say the dine out feature.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Do your
like,
customers like it?
remember, I'm the balance coach.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I teach you how you could have, for instance, a burger instead of your spaghetti bolognese for lunch. I teach you to work that in. I'm not the guy that's going to tell you, listen, you only need to eat this, only need to eat that. I teach you balance. So I really like that feature because also, like, remember, a lot of the people, they work, they're on the road all of the time. They can't stick to eating diet food all of the time because sometimes they don't have a kitchen, they don't have availability to cook foods and things like that. So then I give you the option. Okay, cool. You can go here. Here are options I recommend you have from this place.
And you get good feedback?
I do. People love it.
That's awesome. Have you seen some of the new tools that have just been added? So we have image scanning
I've seen that.
and barcode scanning.
I've seen that.
And there's also now a recipe library where they can add directly from a recipe library where they can search, they can filter by macros, they can filter
Oh, wow.
by calories, they can filter by meal type. And it's another, obviously a coach like yourself, given that flexibility so they can not only use those tools, but they can also use the library to add what they like from there.
Oh, wow. That's pretty amazing. I haven't seen that last feature.
Yeah.
See, things like that makes it just the next level.
Yeah.
That makes it so much easier because the thing is, at the end of the day, it has to be easy, right?
Absolutely.
If
yeah.
things are too complicated, you're not going to want to do it. So make it as easy as possible. Find something that works, something that's easy, and just stay consistent.
And do you have the community feature enabled in Macroactive?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Awesome. And I think that's a big talking point right now in terms of, for low ticket especially, is building a community, not just because, yes, they get their personalized meal plan and training plan, but actually what keeps a lot of people around is that essence of community. One, they get to feel your brand inside the platform, but then they get to meet others inside the platform. And actually they think twice about canceling them because the motivation is not just coming from you, it's coming from other members in that community. So Macroactive is a big focus going forward, is to really concentrate and focus on how we can enable and improve that community side of the platform as well.
100%, because that's how you can help more people at the same time. Remember, at the end of the day, my goal is to help as many people as possible, to inspire as many people as possible, to change their lives as many people as possible. So that is a really good thing. And pretty cool story about that community thing. So I actually had a few clients the other day that actually, like, through the community, they went for a walk together.
Wow.
I'm like, that is really cool.
That's
Like,
amazing.
I want that. I want my people meeting up. Obviously, if I could be together, that would be even greater. But it's so cool to think, like, through my community, you guys met. Like, behind my back, you guys met. You went for a walk.
You made that happen.
I made that happen
How does that
without me
make you
making
feel?
it happen. That is, like, the power of community.
And how does that make you feel?
No, like, I'm getting goosebumps as I'm sitting here.
It's incredible. And that's what we stand for. Is just to impact more lives, and you're truly doing that. To see 1,000 plus transformations, and hearing your stories is so inspiring. And honestly, congratulations. What is I guess before I get to that question, what would you say Macroactive has also helped you do to scale your business in terms of the support side of your business?
I would say something Macroactive really helped me is living with balance, because Macroactive is balance. They have burgers, they have all of those things because they give you the complete recipes. Like they help you build everything out. And I think they really help me around with the balance side of things.
I'm also from a client success perspective as well, or throughout channel. Do you feel like you've had support there in terms of good, solid advice to help you scale?
Oh, 100%. I mean, like, I see the posts all the time, that's just like free value going out there, like things to help me, to help other people. So, sometimes you just hear one thing, and that one thing is something that you can use, you can implement, and that could help other people as well.
Awesome. Love it, man. Absolutely love it. So I've got a couple of questions here I'd like to ask you, which are, I'd like to say quick fire questions. I'd like you to give the answer and a brief reason why.
Okay.
All right.
Hit me.
So I'm gonna hit you hard here with these. So, firstly, organic or ads, and why?
I would say organic up until a certain stage. Then I would say ads, because the thing is, like, there's only that many people that know you at the end of the day. Whereas if you run ads, there's so many people that need help, but they just don't know you exist. Funny enough, they don't know you exist. But if you get your story out there, you are literally the solution. They don't know about you until they see you through an ad. Yeah. I mean, like, look at McDonald's. All of these people, like, they all run ads. There's a reason behind it.
Yeah. Organic's almost like the foundation, isn't it, of everything?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good up to a certain stage, but there comes a time where you're like, listen, I can help more people, but they don't know I exist. So I need to get my face out there.
Okay, next question. You ready?
Hit me.
Content or coaching?
It's like a mix of both, to be honest. Like, you can't...
I was trying to throw you off then.
You can't coach without content. Like, I mean, there's no coach in the world that doesn't post something in some other way. So you can't, it goes together. Honestly, it goes together.
Yeah, absolutely. Creator or influencer?
Creator.
Why?
Because I create, I help people. Influencers help other people. They help brands. I am my own brand. That's what it's about. I'm not an influencer, I'm a creator.
Love it. Manual DMs or automation?
For me, manual. I like human interaction. I went to the bank the other day and there was just like a screen. And I'm like, I'm here for a reason. I have questions to ask a human being, and I couldn't do that, so manual.
Okay. I think this one you and I are going to disagree on. High ticket or low ticket?
High ticket.
Why?
Just the one-to-one interaction. Yeah. Like, I know your dog's name on high ticket. Like, honestly, that, for me, I like the personal touch.
Yeah.
I like to hear from people. I mean, I'm not a therapist, but the thing is, I like to know, like, listen, you just hit a new PB. You just lost 2 kgs last week. I like to hear those things. I like to hear, like, that you got compliments from walking around in a shirt, people telling you lost weight. I like to hear those things. Whereas with the low ticket, I don't hear of those things. I mean, I give you the map, I give you the blueprint, but I don't hear of your weekly ones.
Good answer. One-off payments or active subscriptions?
I would say one-off payments, just because your mind has this thing like, if I committed to something for 3 to 6 months, I'm going to commit to it. Whereas if you do monthly payments, it's like, I'm going to try this for a month. If it doesn't work, I'm just going to stop. So you're already half in. Like, are you in with both feet or are you out?
Okay. And what would you say about partnership deals or running your own business?
In what sense would you put this?
I think when you're looking at from a revenue perspective, and you're looking at income, having brand deals or running your own business, what would you say is the most important thing?
Running your own business, 100%, because you're in control.
Yeah. Do you have any partnership deals?
For my low ticket, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess a question on that, do you have obligations with that partnership company where you have to fulfill a certain amount of content?
Not at all.
Okay.
No, it's all up to me. I am still in control.
That's
it's
good.
just they give me the foundation of the house I build.
I think it's one of the things we see when creators start growing fast, and then obviously brands start reaching out to them to be brand ambassadors, but then they're sort of handcuffed to obligations of posting content for that company on a regular basis. And then the difficulty comes on posting their own content and the other brand's content. So it's running your own business or having partnership deals. But those partnership deals sometimes can be very, very, cash.
That is true. That is true. But if you think about it, at the end of the day, you are the product. You are the brand. Like, am I here to support this brand, or am I here to grow my own brand?
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. And I think with running your own business, it's that longevity, isn't it? And that's why I'm a big advocate of active subscriptions, because it's predictable income. And actually you can plan ahead. And actually investors love predictable income. So if you're actually building a business over time, investors look at your, typically speaking, or generally speaking, they look at your annual recurring revenue. And then they basically look at that as a 2 to potentially 8 times multiplier on that. So if you think about building active subscriptions, actually you're building a real business asset over time.
Yeah.
So by investing in that, which is what you own, actually long term is going to pay off massively.
100%. I wouldn't disagree with you on that.
Okay, next question. Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram. When you lay in bed at night, what do you open up? Do you open up TikTok? No, you open up Instagram. TikTok is really powerful, but my loyalty is with Instagram.
I didn't see what you came in with, but here's the next question. iPhone or Android?
iPhone. Why is this a question?
Exactly. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Android. Who has an Android?
Exactly. I totally agree with you. Pre-workout or coffee?
Coffee.
And last question on this. Impact or income?
Impact.
And why?
Because income, it's short term, where impact is like your story today could inspire still in the next 20, 30 years. So 100% impact. Like, it's not about how you hit, it's about how hard you hit.
And do you have a legacy that you would love to be left with?
I would. I would definitely like, for me, it's just like if I can have a conversation with someone and like the only thing that person gets from this conversation is literally just to go out and try. Just like, I'm just going to go for this. Then my job's done. So 100%, I want to have some sort of impact on your life.
Amazing. And my last question, Gerhard, is what's the future look like for yourself? I mean, what is it going to be? I mean, maybe the next time I'm having this conversation is going to be 5,000 transformations. And is there anything else that you want to be doing in your business or anything you want to be changing or adapting? What else are you looking to achieve?
I would say for me, it is what I'm currently doing, especially on the lower ticket side of things. I want to grow that a lot. I want to help more people. The thing is with my high ticket, it's great. I love the one-to-one and everything. But at the end of the day, I want to be helping more people. You know, like currently I'm helping like 100 plus people every single month. Like I want that 1,000 plus, maybe even 2,000. At the end of the day, I want in every country, I want people helped by me, helped by my team. That is the impact I want to have.
Amazing. Well, you're in the right place, and Macroactive can absolutely help with that. But I think you're doing an absolutely incredible job out there. I think looking at creators like yourself is really inspiring, and the fact that you've done over 1,000, it's not many people have done that. So you should honestly give yourself a pat on the back. It's incredible to see creators like yourself just do amazing things and see real results, real results. You know, and the other thing as well is that 20,000 isn't seen as a big following. The fact that you've got 1,000 transformations from not a very large following is incredible to see. We see creators that have hundreds of thousands of followers that have not done anywhere near what you've done. So I think that's testament to the hard work you've put into it.
Yeah.
And looking forward to seeing many more transformations in the future. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, man.